Hey, how's it going, gang? It's MPCavalier and your Do It Indie crew. We are at Revolution in fabulous Fountain Square, actually hanging out at the Fountain Square Music Festival. Today is July 4th, the day of the first annual, I hope. It's the inaugural Fountain Square Music Festival, and we are hanging out with our new friends, Lindsay Manfredi and Klee Johnson. Lindsay and Eric are not only two of the artists who are playing at the festival today, they're in the band Kaleidostars, but they're also two of the organizers of this amazing festival, which is happening right now. Now, by the time you see this, most likely the festival will be over. That means that you have 364 days to make plans for the next one. You guys, as organizers of this festival, you help pick the bands, you help pick what was going to happen. You have got to be happy with what's going on out there today.
Oh, it's brilliant. When we had this grandiose idea of what it would be, and we planned for it. We had started off with the idea that we were going to have Radio and White Rabbit, but then once we kind of got into planning, we're like, let's dial it down. Let's have a really successful first year, and then we'll grow from there.
And I just saw Goliathon start their set in an empty tent, and by the time they got to, I think, maybe the fourth or fifth measure of their first song, people started streaming into the tent. They're like, we got to check this out. And I think as the day goes on, we'll start to see more and more people kind of react that way.
Which kind of tells us that a lot of folks who are listening to the band may have not known the band prior to the event. Right. And you know, I not to get too ostentatious about this, but I sort of see our roles as curators, picking bands that may be sympathetic to others' musical taste. But it's not just one-dimensional in terms of bands. I mean, I don't know how many bands you've seen today, but I mean, we have everything from sort of Americana to pop punk to whatever Goliathon is, insane, awesome prog rock or whatever that is. So I mean, we couldn't be happier.
Well, the Fountain Square Music Festival is obviously is going to be, I think, one of the major success stories for Indianapolis this year. You guys, as not only as members of several great local bands, movers and shakers on the Indianapolis scene, organizers of this amazing festival. How are we doing, Indianapolis? How is our music scene doing? Are we going to make it?
Well, that's yet to be. I mean, I think that the potential is there for bands to go out there and make it, but I don't necessarily know if Indianapolis is people have to get out and do it.
Right.
And for the scene to work, everyone's got to band together and support one another. And I feel like we're cliquey a little bit. Bands are cliquey. So we'll see. I'd love for Indianapolis to be one amazing music scene because there's so many great musicians here. There are so many amazing bands.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. I think that if a band go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Emma, you come from Brooklyn. I mean, Brooklyn, that is a big scene.
Yeah, it is
and
a big scene.
And in some ways it's unified. With this is sort of a fragmented scene. And I think to Lindsay's point, bands must collaborate. It's all about collaboration. It's not about competition. It's not about, to your point, having these cliques or these little fiefdoms of whatever it is. It's about people working together. I mean, a festival like this is an excellent example. Bands working together, helping get gear up on stage, helping get gear off the stage, talking about these shows backstage. That is a music scene. And really, to me, I have a recording studio. I don't really feel in competition with other studios. I think that, there's enough work for all of us. We're in a band. There's enough gigs for all bands. Let's work together. Let's book shows. Let's do festivals, and let's really blow this thing up.
Right. Let's make it happen.
That's right.
Right. You think that Indianapolis? I mean, I think that Indianapolis could be in Austin. I mean, I think that
it could be a Portland. It could be
absolutely.
Right. It could be any of those things.
There's enough amazing original music.
So let's
here.
pledge right now to make it happen. Just
right
the three
on.
of us. And,
all right.
and Eric on camera. I think we can do it. All right. So let's talk about Kaleidostars. That's your band. Now, you guys are in the middle of recording your first album right now, playing tonight at the festival. And I understand you guys have a little gig coming up next week. You're
Sunday.
opening up for, it's Sunday,
yes.
Right? You're opening up at the Klipsch Music Center. It's a little venue we have here. You're opening up for Goo Goo Dolls and Matchbox 20. Right. This gig on Sunday is a big deal. I think for any band, that venue, that kind of environment, it's a big stepping stone. A lot of people are going to see it. That's a 10,000 seat venue. I don't know how many people are going to be there, but thousands of people are going to see Kaleidostars play. How does that feel?
It's exciting. I mean, we're honored. We're humbled. We just want to play music, and I don't care if we're playing to tables and chairs, or if we're playing to a lot of people or 10 people. We are so passionate about playing. I mean, you should see us at our rehearsals where we're playing to nothing but a bedroom set, and some pups on the ground sometimes.
Yeah.
And we bring it because we love to play music.
And how is the album recording going?
Amazing. I mean, okay, first off, let me just sing your praises for a second. Eric is he's got such an incredible ear. Not only is he an incredible bass player and guitar player, he has an ear, he is an engineer, he's a mixer, he produces. I mean, he's the whole package, and he's mine. He's the whole package. And he's just crazy talented. So it's going well. There's a lot of passion going into it. His brother Mark, also a producer and an engineer, and musician.
And when do you think that we might be? When do you think that we might be able to? The rest of us might be able to hear what you guys are doing. When was this album going to be coming out?
We have some things on Bandcamp right now.
Okay.
You download. You can pay $1 for it. You can pay 50 cents for it.
We'll put that address right down.
Yes,
down there
and
somewhere.
we're on SoundCloud, and we're basically releasing about a song a month or every 2 months. And Eric's working on a song that we're getting ready to release probably next week called "Goddess of Murder."
Awesome.
And so that's we're just nailing it out. Hopefully, the whole record will be done by.
I would say end of summer. And
end of this summer.
End of this summer.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, right. 2025.
Oh my gosh.
It's worth the wait. And the reality is,
I may not live that long, so hurry up.
We should also make mention of Brian Fields, our drummer. He's a brilliant drummer. He's great. And the reality is when you own a recording studio, you can say, we're in a fantasy land of gear and guitars and all this stuff. We keep it very simple. We cut it like a band. We cut it live. And it really sounds like the band live. It's not like a bunch of trickery and hocus pocus nonsense. It's 4 people in a room making noise.
Why don't you give a plug for your studio?
Oh, it's the Pop Machine. This is Robert Nash. He's a client of the studio right here.
Oh, well, perfect timing.
Right, exactly. On cue, exactly.
Talking about the Pop Machine.
He's wonderful. He's how I met Kenny Aronoff, by the way, this guy.
You might as well get your head in the shot now.
Come on in.
I'm sorry. All I will say is the Pop Machine made the best music that we ever recorded in our life. I think it was more Mark than Eric, but Eric was a big part of it.
Mark's my twin brother. I love this guy. I love that guy.
Well, Lindsay and Eric, I want to first say to you, congratulations on all the success of Kaleidostars. And I want to say to you, on behalf of the city of Indianapolis, thank you for...
Thank you to you.
No.
Yeah,
I just put on a stupid hat and talk to the phone.
Well, okay.
You guys are out there doing things like organizing this festival that's going on today, which I think, and I'm going to say this, and it's going to be out there, I think kicks the shit out of pretty much anything that's going on in the city today. So thank you very much for doing this.
Well, can I just mention, we're on a board. We are a part of a team.
You jumped ahead of me. I wanted you guys to give a shout out to each of your pals on the board on the Arts Council.
There is Laura Schaeffler, and she has been the organizer of this event and has been so brilliant in pulling things together. The board, and she's our main organizer. The board members:
Rex Fisher, Elvis Myers, Tad Ashelman,
Dan McNeil,
John Martin, Denise Martin. These people work so hard. Tufty, we're at his restaurant right now, which is my favorite restaurant in India.
We love Tufty.
It's great.
And here he comes now.
Jerry Keys.
Jerry's got, he's critical. We're leaving people out. Jill Martin sort of tangentially was there.
There have been so many people to help make this happen. And we don't live in Fountain Square, but we were, humbled that we got asked to be a part of this because we love the music scene.
Right.
And we drove down here every Monday, and we were a part of this team because it was so great.
It was awesome. It's great. It's what a scene is, man. It's really great.
Well, thanks to you guys, and thanks to everyone that they mentioned. And if we forgot anybody, we'll get them in there at the end.
Yes.
But
credits.
Again, thanks to you guys and to all your pals on the Arts Council for this. I think it's obvious just from the first hours of today that you guys are going to be back next year. So again, thank you very much. You guys ready to do 3 questions?
Yes.
Sure. Okay, let's do 3 questions with Lindsay and Eric from Kaleidostars. Eric, let's start with you.
All right.
What song makes you happy?
Let's go with "Wouldn't It Be Nice" by the Beach Boys.
Very awesome song, awesome choice. Lindsay, There's an album in your collection that you'll only listen to when you know that Eric isn't going to be home. It's called Your Guilty Pleasure. What is it? What's your guilty
Ashley
pleasure?
Simpson.
Okay, Ashley Simpson. That's okay. It's almost as embarrassing as mine. And Lindsay, what is the one album you couldn't live without?
Girl in a Coma, Clumsy Sky.
Okay. What's the one album you couldn't live without, Eric?
Who's next? The Who.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm such a Who fanatic. I really am. I want to thank you guys again for hanging out with us, spending some time with us. You drank 3/4 of a margarita while we were sitting here. You did too. So congratulations. Don't forget to check out doitindie.com, all the bloggers, all the goings on in and out of Indianapolis. I want to thank you guys again. Kaleidostars is on Facebook. They're on Twitter. They're going to be everywhere pretty soon, but check them out as soon as you can. Don't forget you can follow me at MPCavalier on the Twitter, as my dad would say. And hey, listen, don't forget to support independent music, live and local, and do it indie. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
I drew this.